perfuming is eliminated at the stage of cultivation. This perfuming results in a superior retribution with respect to supramundane dharmas, and it is a superior dominant condition, adhipati pratyaya. On the other hand, the purity of this perfuming by hearing is not to be eliminated, at the stage of cultivation, and is properly the condition as cause, hetu pratyaya, of supramundane dharmas. This proper condition as cause is subtle, obscure, and difficult to comprehend. These texts are only concerned with gross, obvious dominant conditions and therefore say, as an expedient, that these conditions are the seeds of supramundane thought.
5. Families and seeds. As for the idea of families being distinguished on the basis of obstacles, the Yogkarabhimi Sastra says that families of beings are distinguished according to the presence or absence of pure seeds. That is, if one is wholly lacking in pure seeds, the seeds of the two obstacles can never be destroyed, and that puts one in the family of those who will never attain nirvana. If one possesses the pure seeds of the two vehicles, the seeds of the obstacle to that which is to be known can never be destroyed, and part of this family is assigned to the family of disciples, Sravaka, and part is assigned to the family of Pratyabuddhas. If one possesses the pure seeds of a Buddha, both obstacles can be destroyed, and one is assigned to the family of Tathagatas.
Consequently, whether or not the two obstacles can be removed depends on the presence or absence of pure seeds. However, pure seeds are subtle, obscure, and difficult to comprehend, and therefore this treatise distinguishes families on the basis of the more obvious causes of obstacles. If it were not for pure seeds, what other cause would there be for the destructibility of the obstacles? If you say that the obstacles exist naturally, then why not admit the same possibility for the seeds of pure dharmas? If seeds of pure dharmas are fundamentally and wholly non-existent, then the holy paths will not arise. Who then will be able to destroy the seeds of the two obstacles, and how could it be said that families are distinguished on the basis of obstacles? Since the holy paths could not arise, it makes no sense to claim that it would.
But, in place after place in the scriptures, it is said that there are innate seeds, and all contradict this position of the Yogkarabhimi Sastra. Therefore, to say that seeds are only born at some moment in time contradicts reason and scripture. Consequently, you must understand that seeds are of two kinds, the innate, and those that originate in time. 6. The characteristics of seeds. In summary, seeds have 6 characteristics. 1. They are instantaneous. Only those things can be seeds whose substance perishes without interval as soon as they are born and that possess superior power. This excludes eternal dharmas, because they are eternal and changeless and therefore cannot be said to have the ability to generate activity.
2. Seeds exist simultaneously with their fruit. Only those things that are present with the fruit already functioning actively and in union with it can be seeds. This excludes dharmas prior to or anterior to the fruit, as well as those that are not related to the fruit. Actualities and seeds of dissimilar species can coexist with no contradiction. Within an individual, seeds presently existing coexist with the generating power. They are unlike seeds of the same kind, which, being mutually contradictory, cannot coexist. Even though the cause may or may not exist simultaneously with the result, in different cases, still only those present can exert a causal function, because dharmas that do not yet exist or that have already perished have no self-nature. The term seed applies to those things that produce actual, present dharmas, not to things that produce their own kind, and hence it must be said that a seed exists simultaneously with its resultant fruit.
3. Seeds always continue in a series. Only those things are seeds that continue in a single species over a long time, until the bodhisattva reaches the ultimate stage of development. This excludes the first 6 evolving consciousnesses that change and are discontinuous, because they are not associated with seeds. This expression shows that seeds of the same species are produced in a series. 4. The nature of seeds is determinate as to moral species. Those things are seeds that produce good, bad, and indeterminate, actual dharmas, according to the power of the Hasid, causes. This excludes doctrines of other schools of Buddhism that hold that a cause of one nature can have a causal relation to a result of another nature. 5. Seeds require multiple conditions. Only those things are seeds that require a number of conditions uniting so that their power is overwhelming. This refutes the non-Buddhist idea that a spontaneous cause produces a result suddenly, without need for other conditions. It also excludes other Buddhist doctrines to the effect that conditions are always present. This characteristic shows that the required conditions are not always present, and therefore seeds do not always produce their fruit suddenly.
6. Seeds attract their own results. Those things are seeds that attract results such as form, mind, etc., in accordance with the specific type of causal seed. This excludes the non-Buddhist idea that a single cause may produce all results of all kinds. This also excludes other Buddhist ideas to the effect that form, mind, etc., are causes for each other. Those, and only those, are seeds that exist as species of potentialities within the fundamental, store, consciousness and that satisfy these 6 requirements. Seeds external to consciousness, such as wheat seeds, rice seeds, etc., are developments of consciousness itself and, though referred to metaphorically as seeds, are not real seeds. The power of these seeds to produce approximate or true fruit is called the productive cause, abhinirvadihichu. The power of these seeds to attract distant and decaying fruits and prevent them from perishing immediately is called the attracting cause, avahakahichu.
7. Internal and external seeds. Internal seeds must be perfumed in order to arise and mature and for new seeds to produce fruits. These are the conditions as cause. External seeds may or may not be perfumed. These are the dominant conditions for the fruit. The real causes of resulting dharmas are the internal seeds, because they are fruit born of seeds of like characteristics, in the store consciousness. 8. Perfumer and perfumable. On the basis of what characteristics can we speak of perfuming? We speak of perfuming on the basis of 4 characteristics of that which is perfumed and that which perfumes that cause seeds to be born and grow. What are the 4 meanings of perfumable? First, with regard to that which is perfumable, it is enduring. It is perfumable if a dharma continues from beginning to end as a single kind in an unbroken series and can for that reason hold perfuming. This excludes the first 6 consciousnesses, as well as wind, sound, etc. They are not enduring by nature and therefore not perfumable.
Second, the dharma that is perfumable is indeterminate. It is perfumable if it is neither morally good nor bad, does not conflict with good or bad, and holds perfuming. This excludes good and bad, which, being strong by nature, cannot hold perfuming and therefore are not perfumable. Consequently, this excludes the purified 8th consciousness of a Tathagata, which holds old seeds but does not receive new perfuming. Third, it is perfumable by nature. It is perfumable if it is independent and not resistant and dense. This excludes mental functions and unconditioned dharmas, which are not perfumable because they are, respectively, dependent on consciousness per se, and immutable.
Fourth, it is in close union with the perfumer. A dharma is perfumable if it exists simultaneously with that which perfumes, shares the same place, and is neither the same nor different. This excludes the bodies of others, and prior and subsequent moments, because there is no union. These are not perfumable. Only the 8th consciousness as retribution, which satisfies these 4 requirements, is perfumable, not such things as mental activities. Chapter 3. As for the requirements of the perfumer, first, it is born and then perishes. That dharma is able to perfume if it is impermanent, if it can function, and if it produces and nourishes habit energy. This excludes unconditioned dharmas, which never change and do not produce or nourish. Second, it has a superior functioning. It can perfume if it is born and perishes, has great creative power, and can attract habit energy.